Hello and welcome to Coin Files, a channel where we talk about crypto airdrops, business, money tips, and related topics. So in our daily life, we do sell, whether it's a product, a service, anything. Our society cannot exist without selling something. We are consumers, and therefore, one of the greatest ways to grow your business is to learn how to sell. And there's this book, How to Sell Anything to Anybody by Joe Girard. So I picked 7 critical lessons that are essential for you that once you master, you could be able to sell anything. And this is how you can grow your business. So let's jump into it. Number 1, according to Joe Girard, have faith in yourself and your product. This is where confidence comes in. In sales, it's very vital. If you are not confident about your product or your service, even explaining it to a customer will be very challenging. And remember, Joe Girard is one of the world's greatest salespeople, and this was one of his vital lessons that he strongly recommends. So I can confirm that having faith in yourself and your product or your service will give you an edge in selling it to a given consumer. And remember, you are looking at long-term sales. So continue building faith in yourself and your product, and once you pitch your product or service to a customer, you stand a chance at selling the product or service. Number 2 is people buy people first. What does that mean? That means that customers, in most cases, buy a salesperson before they buy the product or service the salesperson is selling. So to close a sale, you need to build trust with your potential customer. You need to be honest and make personal connections. If, for instance, as you approach a customer, could wear a smile, say hello, don't be gloomy, have that open approach. Maintain respect, be professional, yes, but be cordial so that you can establish a rapport with the person. So the person will be interested or attracted to you, and that will mean the person will buy you first based on how you present yourself. And then from there, the person can be able to purchase whatever you're selling. Very important. Number 3 is always follow up. Let's admit it, you are not going to sell everything up front. You are not going to sell to someone instantly. Some people are on budget. If it's business to business, a person could be on budget and therefore be able to purchase that product later on. But if you don't follow up, the person will be disinterested, of course. So in the case of Girard, he delivered to his clients unique cards, business cards in this case, every month, and therefore he also followed up, and his potential customers could virtually keep him in their minds and create long-term partnerships. So always do that. Number 4 is give everyone the same level of service as $1 million client. So there's this perception or a false narrative that there are small customers and there are big customers. No. If you start categorizing or treating people differently, your chances of making a particular sale will be very minimal. So in the case of Joe Girard, he asserts that be polite and attentive to every potential customer, because the chances that you know much, or rather, in the case of Joe, he knew that little sales could lead to bigger ones through referrals. So by serving each customer or treating each customer like $1 million client, you are building a wide, broad-based customer base. And once a customer is satisfied, the chances of him or her referring you to others is very high. So the point is, you need to treat each customer equally. There is no such a thing as a small and big customer, even at corporate levels. Number 5, you create a system and stick to it. So you realize that Joe had a daily routine that included calling leads, mailing cards, keeping track of appointments, etc. He thought it was better to labor in planned way than to depend on luck. So what that means is that when you're creating a marketing system, you stick to it. Doesn't mean that you leave it rigid. Okay, it can be dynamic, or you can adjust some changes, but you stick to them. By doing that, you are likely to keep track of every activity in your plan or in your system, and that could include cold calls, sending emails, attending to appointments without fail. That's what we call a system. Number 6, don't pressure or oversell. So there's this, especially if you've not made sales, there's this emotional drive to try to pressure a customer or try to oversell. But if you develop or use high pressure techniques, okay, you might get what you want, you might make a few sales, but it will cost you in the long run, because a customer who has purchased from you won't be able to get returned to you or recommend to someone. Always remember to be polite. People want to be treated professionally, politely, but pressure, no. Especially that we now live in very tough economic times. You want to retain your customer, be professional, be kind. If the customer has rescheduled an appointment with you, it's okay, readjust it in your calendar. If the customer does not pick your call, that's okay, call again sometime, but not frequently, not every day. That kind of pressure will push a customer away, and probably even the customer will eventually block you. The same case happens in business to business environments. Company A call a salesperson in company A calling company B, maybe for a partnership request. Frequently, maybe daily, they'll end up blocking you, and that will derail your sales process, and you will make very minimal or no sales at all. So finally, number 7, your reputation is your most valuable asset. Joe Girald's business was based on trust, honesty, and dependability. A good reputation leads to repeated businesses and more referrals, which are valuable in sales. So the strategy here is simple. As a salesperson, how do people know you? What's your reputation? Are you the kind of person who has a constructive, polite, ethical, professional approach, or the one who uses pressure techniques? So once customers know you as and like you, they'll continuously buy from you or become your partner if you are an organization, and they'll refer you. Actually, once you develop the right sales techniques, everything else works out. And remember to follow the system that you've designed. Even if it's dynamic, you keep up with updating it, but stick to every detail. So thank you for watching. I hope that was quite useful, because we all need to sell something. Actually, one of the biggest strategies or secrets for successful people is selling. Even if it's billionaires, look at them. They're selling something. Even if they're not doing it themselves, they have employees who do so or something like that. So please, if you found this video useful, which I believe, like, share, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. And if there's something you feel could be added, maybe could benefit someone, you can also leave it in the comment section. Thank you. See you in the next video.